Well, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. We are here at build day 40. Yes, build day 40 on the construction schedule of the pool build in the backyard of Villa Feliz. Today, I expect to see some really nice stonework done. You'll probably see more of what it would look like in the eventual finishing of the project because it's starting to fill in really nice. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into today's episode. Now without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Now before we go into what direction we're planning on moving today with our pool build, I just wanted to show you something I worked on yesterday. A lot of times you think maybe I'm idle in the background, all I'm doing is watching the guys work out here, but no, I do things in the background, and that mainly has to do with some of the gardening and the upkeep around the house. So what I did here yesterday on our garden, this is our little island garden that we did several episodes way back when during the beginning of this year. I cut back all my strawberry plants. You see all the strawberry plants are cut down to the ground level. Well, let me show you the difference between what it looked like before and after. So to look like what it looked like before, it looked like this over here. Look at all my strawberry plants. They're like growing everywhere and they look really nice. They make a really nice ground cover, but they're not as healthy as they could be. So what you would do, you can come down to the bottom of each one of these strawberry plants, like right here. And then you cut off right above the crown. And when you cut it off above the crown, it exposes the bottom of the strawberry plant, and then you'll start getting all this new growth like you see right here. And then you'll have a healthier strawberry plant for the next season, especially if you have a variety of strawberry plant like I have here, which only bears fruit once a year. And this will promote better growth of your strawberry plants as they start to develop again for your next season. So that's what I did yesterday. I still have to work on that one over there. Well, let's get back to the pool build. Now we're getting very close to the point where we can start finishing off the coping, and that's going to be the pebble rock that's going to go. It's going to be rounded here and go along the top of all of the ledge around the entire swimming pool. But before we can do that, we have a couple more places that need attention, which is the planter right here. So the planter, you can see they're working on this today, and they're going to be doing the coping here to match the coping over here. So we'll have equal amount of coping on both sides, so it matches. And then they still have to do the coping here. And for this one, since this is inside the pool, we don't have an outside for this. So basically we're going to have coping, bullnose coping on both sides here, as I explained in earlier videos, and we still have to do the one build here, and then we're pretty much done with anything that has to do with coping, and then they can go ahead and start doing the pebble rock, and I expect that to happen very soon. Now we're getting close to completing the build-up of the footing support over here for the bridge. Once this gets done, then they can start doing the final finish on here, which is the Doral stone, which is being worked on over in this area. We have a better view of what it looks like today, because yesterday was kind of dark when we closed, and you really couldn't see the Doral stonework as well as you can see today while it's still bright and sunny early in the morning here. So we have our master artisan over here, Obeng, and he's doing all the fitting. We have cutting going on over here. We have fitting going and placement on this column support right here. Now, some folks have asked about in between here. What they'll do in between, they'll put the cement mix inside there. The cement mix will act just like the grout that will be put in between each one of the tiles over here. So it will be a finished look when it's done. And of course, another highlight of today's activity is the stonework. We're still working on stonework up here. I don't know where we're going on the stonework today. I'll just keep following what our stone worker here is doing. Now you know our daily routine. So what we're going to do, we're going to let the masters do the work that they normally do here each day, and then we're going to do a little bit of time lapse in the background to just kind of follow and see the progress of the artisan's work. So I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but something I just wanted to discuss briefly is when you are using two different types of material for your wall, whether it be tile or Ardal stone or whatever, if they are different thicknesses and you're expecting the bullnose of your coping to be the same overhang from one type of material to the other, you have to accommodate for that. So here, when they built this up, they have a little template that they use. It's this little template right here, and this is what they use for doing the nice rounded bullnose on there. Now, all the tile everywhere around the entire pool are mosaic tile, except for the planter right here. Now, the planter around the wall area right here, it's going to be the Ardal stone, which is what they are putting on the column support for the bridge inside there right now. Now the thickness, as you can see, the thickness of the Ardal stone is much thicker than the mosaic tile. So what you have to do is you have to accommodate for that. You have to plan. So what we did, since pretty much all of the coping area is already done around the entire swimming pool, and this was left over, what we did is we took their template right here, and the rounded edge used to come right here, this area right here. So what we did is I went down into the basement with a hole saw and a drill press, and we extended this bullnose out just a little bit. And the reason we did that is because we want the same amount of the lip to hang over the Ardal stone as we do for the tile. So that took care of that problem right there. So we'll have the same look and feel of the Ardal stone as we do with the mosaic tile over here. Now we just got done with our lunch, and we're going to return to the pool construction here in just a moment. But let us not forget that the whole intent of my PI Dream, or the main intent, has to do with building. Today, and for the last few weeks, it's been the building of our swimming pool in the backyard. Prior to that was the building of Villa Feliz. What I want to do is I want to emphasize one point, like I always try to do as a recommendation when you're designing your home. When you are designing your home and you are designing how it's going to sit on your lot, you want to have a good idea in the future if you do something like build a garden in your backyard or some type of a feature. Part of your design of your house should be able to take advantage and see that feature. So when we designed Villa Feliz, we knew we were going to be building something in the backyard, some type of water feature. It was originally going to be a koi pond, but things change. So now we have a swimming pool. But when we designed the house, we made sure that we integrated all of the rooms that have a great view of the backyard so that we could see whatever features that we're putting inside the backyard. Now, let me show you and give you an example, a case in point. Now this is a great example right here. This is our little lanai. This is a porch off of our guest room. So this is a guest bedroom back here that we have. And we also use this lanai as an extension for us to enjoy things like our breakfast in the morning. We sit here, I do my working, looking, answering questions and everything like on our channel right here. But this is what we do from here. And we have a great view of the swimming pool, the backyard area from this space right here. We can relax over here in our lounge chairs. We can sit in this small table here. But it's the view. This is what I'm talking about. When you design your house, make sure all the rooms that you can take advantage of have a great view. And this is great because we're shaded. Of course, we're shaded because we have a ceiling above our head right here. But we designed it with the fact that we know how the sun moves from the east to the west. Also, if you go inside our dining space inside here, if you're in the dining room, from our dining room space inside here, look at the view that we have from the dining room. We can still see the swimming pool. We have a screen here, but it's easier to see with the screen open. So you can see we are going to continue to have a really nice view of the swimming pool from our dining area here as well. Then we have the sunroom. Excuse the mess because we're doing video. We're doing a vlog. That's why the drone is out here. And it's kind of a mess because of that, but that's okay. Ness probably won't appreciate that I'm showing you the messy sunroom. But anyway, you can see from here, from sitting on the rattan furniture inside here, with a direct view of what do we see again? We see the swimming pool. And then again, from our lanai on the back, we see the swimming pool area. So all the backyard features, everything on the house you can see. Now I just want to show you one more vantage point of looking at the backyard and the swimming pool, which I think is you're going to find it is probably the most exciting view of all of the views around the house. Now this is the view from our master bedroom. Now just imagine waking up every morning and being able to see the view of the swimming pool from up above, just like this. And especially once all the lights are installed inside the swimming pool. In the evening time, it's just going to be a beautiful thing to look at from the window of the master bedroom. Now, if you happen to go out on the lanai back here, the lanai off of the master bedroom, again, another great view of the backyard. So we can sit out here in the morning. The umbrella's not open right now, but we can sit here if we want to sit down and enjoy some breakfast here on the back porch, or just relaxing in the evening time. This is what we see as our view from the back porch or the lanai off the master bedroom. So you see the whole point I'm trying to get across, and what the point is, when you're designing your house, take into consideration of how your rooms and the type of view you're going to see from your room, and especially the orientation of your house when it comes to the east and the west and the north and south. Make sure that's a good consideration when you're thinking about purchasing your lot and the design of your house for that specific lot. Okay, well, we have one more thing that we need to get into today before we get back into the building back here in the backyard. And we got a couple of shout outs that we need to get out now. So we're real happy that we can combine several of the shout outs in one shout out session here for today. We actually got a lot of them and we're going to compress them in. And sometimes they're like a day early, sometimes they're like a day late. We're going to put them all in our shout out schedule here for today. So for us, it would be yesterday, which is the 19th. Yeah, it would be the 19th. That's right. For the 19th, today is the 20th here. I believe when we push this, it will be the 20th in some places around the world and the 21st in other places around the world. So to make a long story short, the first shout out goes to a young man who just turned 17, and it comes from his father. His father's name is Dennis Asales, who is an OFW in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And he wanted to make sure that we got a shout out for his son who just turned 17, whose name is Jericho Sales. And Jericho lives in, am I going to get this name correct? I don't know if I'm going to.
Try.
It is in Kapis Tarlac. Did I say that right? Kapis Tarlac. That's up to the north, up north of Manila from us down here. So anyway, to you, Jericho, Ness and I want to wish you a happy birthday. So our second shout out is also our birthday shout out, and it is for today, our time here, November 20. And it's coming from Lowly Brown to her husband, Tim Brown. Now, the couple live in San Diego, California, and they say they are an avid follower of My PI Dream, not just during the pool series, from the very beginning. So anyway, to you, Tim, and we want to wish you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Now, we have our third birthday shout-out for, again, today on November 20th. And this comes from all the way to the other part of the globe, out of Wellingborough, England. Wellingborough, England. And this is for Shauna. And Shauna is turning 15 today.
And Martin and Sandra, her parents, would like to make this day special for her.
Anyway, to you, Shauna, from us and your parents, we want to wish you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And we have one more birthday shout out, and this is for a young lady who is turning 15 in Las Piñas. And this is coming from Neil Williams, and it's going out to
Daniela.
Anyway, to Daniela from Neil and Nessa and myself, we want to wish you a happy 15th birthday. And our last shout out today is a thank you shout out, and it's from our good friends and our good soon-to-be neighbors that we're going to have inside our neighborhood that hail out of Canada.
Oh, Canada.
And it's our good friends Gerard and V. Newberg. And they're so kind, and they always send us some really neat gifts in preparation before they actually come out here and start their building. So our neighbors are sending stuff not just for us and for the dogs. And you can probably guess which is for the dogs. No, the wine is not for the dogs, although they would probably really enjoy it. But anyway, Gerard and V sent us some wine. They sent, for Ness, you can see she's got her name show. V always sends some really neat stuff to Ness,
Thank you, V.
like lotions, and we got some
Hand soap.
Hand soap, and the hand soap has to do with mint and rosemary because
That's his favorite.
V knows my favorite shampoo is mint and rosemary shampoo, so she picked up some nice hand soap. And of course, they never forget the pups, Hapon and Marianne. They always send something for the dogs as well, and the dogs love these. So anyway, to you, Gerard and V, as always, we want to thank you so very much. So thank you. So we have some new faces here today. We have some visitors, and the visitors are the family of our foreman, Obeng, his wife, and his son Steven. They told me it's like Steven Seagal. We're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to close just a little bit early today. We're going to close early because we have our guests here, which is the family of Bing, and we ordered some pancit, and then we're going to have like a little mini fiesta for the end of the day today. Show our appreciation for all the hard work these guys are doing. So let's go ahead and do our end of day wrap up like we normally do, and then we'll close. So we're going to go a little bit backwards than the way we've done the last few days. Normally we started from the front of the pool and we worked our way back to the stonework. Now you probably see that we don't have any more stonework really done since about lunchtime. It's been really calm back here, and the reason it's calm is because we kind of ran out of material. You see the amount of stonework that we have right here. Although we have some left over, we don't have enough of the pieces that we need to finish off the very top, which is going to be the waterfall feature itself, where the water sets up, and we need some big boulders for that area. Plus there's a few things on the sides that they need to do. I think a small miscalculation in the amount of building materials needed for that. Now I will tell you, I already know, and I've been in this situation before. When we built our koi pond back in the US, what you think is the correct amount of stonework, specifically stone, it's easy with tile because you know how much the exact amount of wall space that you have. When you start stacking stonework, if this isn't really one of your specialty, and you've done this dozens and dozens of times, the amount of stonework that you're going to collect will never be the amount that you need. I will tell you, I already know. I had to go back and get twice the amount of stone that I did when I did the koi pond. So anyway, the stone worker had to go back and go get some more supplies. So they're going to come back with some more boulder work so they can complete this. I don't know, maybe tomorrow they'll be back here on that. Let's go ahead and go down inside the swimming pool. And well, before we go inside, well, we kind of are inside once we step in here. Okay, we are in the swimming pool. Let me show you the excellent work that was done today for doing the preparation for the coping. The larger size rounded coping here, when we modified the little template, this is looking really good. And then over here, the only thing that pretty much has to be done is the opposite side. We have the coping done on this side. There will be another bullnose done over here on this side as well. I suspect maybe that will get done tomorrow. Right now, back into the deeper portions of the pool. This is ready. I believe this is ready now to have the Ardal stone attached to the wall over on both sides of this. Isn't this nice and clean? So much better than it looked just a few days ago. Remember, it looked so rough. Now this is the way it's going to look. Well, it will look, this will look like this, hopefully completed in a fairly short amount of time. So no hurry for this because this is artwork and it takes time to do this, to do it right. And this is right. Well, let's go ahead and close today's episode. What a great day of progress on the swimming pool. I look forward to every single day seeing all these neat little things, and it just looks better and better every day. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up, please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little MPID Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and notified the next time I upload a new video. So until such time, from right here in the Philippines, you have a wonderful and blessed day. If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.